Hello guys, welcome back to Technolocar. In this tutorial, we'll put our knowledge to the test with some basic exercises based on what we have learned in the previous videos. These hands-on sketches will help you reinforce key concepts like line commands, relations, and trim tools, ensuring you gain confidence in SolidWorks 2D sketching. So, stay tuned, practice along and level up your design skills. I will start by displaying the first exercise on the screen, giving you a clear reference of what we'll be creating. So the first exercise will be displayed on the screen. You can take the screenshot, or else we will be uploading the PDF file in which all those exercises which will be solved are given. So you can download that and take that as a reference, or you can just simply take screenshot. So now moving forward, we will just draw our first exercise. For that, we will select on home. We'll select the part option. Select this unit as mmgs. Now we will select the top plane sketch. So now first, if you just look at the design, first basic drawing, what we have to do is we have to make two circles. After that, the top designs we can make. So if you closely observe, those two circles are having the diameter of 40 and 70 mm. So now, taking midpoint or the center point as our reference, we will draw two circles of 40 diameter and 70 diameter. Yes. We'll give dimension. See. Okay. So now we have drawn the basic circles. So now we have to create the portion as well as the bottom portion. One thing we can do is we can just draw at any side of this of the any end of the circle, and we can mirror it. So it will automatically copied on the second on the opposite side. So on the top portion we will draw, and after that finally we will just mirror it so that it will come on the opposite side. For that we will draw reference or the construction lines like this. We'll draw on the horizontal section also, because we will be requiring it, because we have to take consider this construction line as our mirror, like mirror line. So if we draw here, we will select this as our mirror reference, and it will mirror exactly opposite to this side. Okay. So now, as you can see, the length between those two circles is 90 mm. So the half of it is 45. So we will give the dimension of this central construction line as 45 mm. So the next thing is we have to draw two circles, and then we have to draw tangent on that, and we have to trim the inner portion of the top circle. So if you closely observe, the smaller circle is having the diameter of 10 mm, and the larger one they have given the radius. You have to closely observe between the R and the circle and the symbol of the diameter. So this is given R10, means the diameter is 20 mm. So first we will draw the smaller circle, that we will draw larger circle. Now I will give this diameter as 10 and the second one as 20. Let's escape. Now I have to draw two diagonals like this and this side. So after that we have to connect this circle and this circle with the help of diagonals. Okay. Now I will select line. Now if you just move your cursor on to the circumference of the circle, you will see the add relation option. Even if you click anywhere else, you see this taking tangent. Now these reference lines will be shown to you like this. So we want this tangent, so I will draw a straight line, and exactly when you take your cursor on the circumference of the larger circle, it will become orange in color. So you have to stop here. Yes. So if you observe, this line is showing blue in color. Even though we have to cross check. So with the help of add relation, or when you just simply click, it will show the relation of making vertical. See, have we taken make this vertical. So you can also have the second option, like if I will draw a simply, I will just draw like this. Now it is not exactly parallel to this. So what we can do is, with the help of add relation also, you can make the tangent. So I will take this as a reference. I will press Ctrl and I will select this line, and with the help of this we can make this parallel in the add relation option. See? Now these all three lines are parallel to each other. The next step is we have to make the diagonal line like this too, and after that we will trim this inside inner portion of the. Okay, I will select the line option. So previously what I had done is same. I will just move my cursor on the circumference, and now I will just drag my cursor onto the circumference of the larger circle like this. When you just stop at a moment, you will see it is showing exactly tangent. That relation tangent option is showing on the yellow box, or else the orange color circumference line will give you the solution, or which will indicate that your line is tangent. I will select like this. Select. See, this line is black in color, means it is completely tangent. You don't have to worry now. So now for this opposite side, I will follow the same procedure. Select. So we will trim this option. I will press S. Select the trim entities. You can just go for power trim. Power trim option. See, the upper body or the upper part is completed. So we want the same drawing as on the opposite side. So we will use the mirror option, mirror entities. For that, which entities to be mirrored, we will select like this. Only this is remaining drawings. So now we have to select the mirror about, like we have to give the reference point for which it will consider mirroring. So I will select this line and see, a preview of yellow color is showing you. Will select. So now both of this part is completed. The next step is you have to make an extended part over here. So for that we will just simply draw two lines, and we can give dimensions after that. I will make this horizontal. See, next step is we will give dimension like this. Now if you closely observe, the outer two lines is, they have given the dimension as 30 mm and the inner portion is 18 mm. So we will give this as 30 mm. So these both are not in center. So for that you can try this and this. Give this dimension exactly half of 30, 15. So your these both lines are exactly opposite to each other and are 30 mm each. So now if you see, in the inner part they have given the dimension as 65 mm, and after that they have given 30 mm. So what we will do is we will leave this and we will draw the inner part also. So for that we have to first draw two circles, then we have to connect those two circles with two lines, and we will just trim the inner portion along with giving dimensions. So now I will select circle. Randomly we will draw two circles. We can give dimensions after that. Select. Okay. So now if you see, this center point and this center point, they have given the dimension as 65 mm. So we will draw sketch, will give this 55 mm. Now, now if you closely observe the distance between these two circles, or after the sketching it will become as semicircles. These The distance is given as 18 mm. So the diameter of these two circles will become as 18 mm, and the distance between these two circles will be 30 mm. So right now what we'll do is we'll select the smart dimension option, and we will assign this circle as 18 mm. So similarly we will set this as 18 mm. So now the distance between these two lines is 30 mm. 30 mm. Now what we'll do is we'll draw two diagonal lines, and then we will trim this inner portion which is unwanted. Select line and draw a diagonal or a tangent line like this. Here, the opposite side. So you see these both lines are not exactly tangent, because of that these are blue in color. So first we will select escape button. After that select this line, make it horizontal. After that here also we make horizontal. So see, this line has become black in color, which indicates now this has become tangent. Now we will trim this inner portion. Yes. To draw a semicircle over here, and we have to trim. So the distance between this is 30 mm, means the radius will also be 30 mm, and the center point will for that circle will be this point. So we'll draw a circle, and if you just start moving your cursor, and when you come nearby to that circle, will exactly stop here. So we will stop. Now we will trim the remaining portion. So see, your sketch is complete. So your sketch is completed. Now if you want to save, just press Ctrl plus S, and in designs I will just save this as one. So save the type as SolidWorks part.prt. There are other different options, but right now we have just focused on part option. So we will go for SolidWorks part and hit save option. Now your design has been saved. Next, we will solve another exercise. So I will display the exercise number 2 on the screen. You can take this as a reference. So moving to our next exercise, if you see the drawing, we will take the circle as the center point. There is a circle of 45 mm diameter, so we will take that as a center, and we will draw the exercise, or we will complete the part. So now I will select the top plane, and now we'll hit sketch option and select circle, and I will draw a circle of 45 mm to this dimension. Now we will randomly draw this sketch, and after that we will start giving dimensions for that. So we'll start drawing randomly, means we have to just match the drawing. After that we can give dimensions. So I have randomly drawn the sketch. Now I will just make this horizontal, and now we will start giving dimensions so that we will slowly complete the sketch from underdefined to fully defined. So for now we will we will just give the dimension from this center point to this end point. So see, they have already mentioned it as 117 mm. We'll give dimension at this point. So we will give 70. So now the next step is between this point and this point they have given as 102 mm. So now they have drawn this, given this dimension as 102 mm. So if you see this center point and this line, they have given the distance as 25 mm. Is also complete. So now next step is from this end point to this line they have given the dimension as 60 mm. 60. Next, these dimensions they have given as 82. The next step is this dimension they have given as 9. So after that, the next is from this dimension to this they have mentioned as 130 mm. The next they have given as 220 from this point this point. So now I have to give angle between this point and this straight line as 50 degree. So for reference, you can draw the construction line, or else you can also directly give this angle. So I will select this and I want the angle between this, and we will give this as 50 degrees. Next step is between this point and this point they have given, oh okay, from this point and this point they have given as 130. 100. Sorry, this distance is 160 and this is 1220. So step is we will draw a circle here, and after that remaining we will just draw whatever dimension needs to be done to make it as fully defined. So for that we will draw one circle, and the diameter of the circle is, so the distance from this point to this center line they have given as 35, and from the bottom line to the center line they have given as, so now I have to make this line and this line as collinear. So I will select this line, make collinear. Now, the last remaining step is this dimension. Fine. So the last step is the distance between this line and this line is also 45 because it is exactly at the. So see, now the sketch is fully completed, showing fully defined. This exercise is also complete. We will save this. Okay. So we'll solve another exercise. So I will display the exercise on the screen and take screenshot. So this question is little bit tricky because there are some like a curved drawings. So we have to like draw a little bit slowly. For now, we will go from basic. Like if you see that from start, there are two circles which are having 50 mm diameter and 35 mm diameter, and we will consider that as our center line. Okay, so I will select top plane. Now I will draw two circles for now. So now we will give dimensions to the circles as 3 and 35. So now we have to draw another two circles which are having center to center distance as 80 mm. So I will press escape. Now we will draw construction line at center line, on dimension 80 mm. Now we will also draw two circles here and we will give dimensions. So see, the inner circle is having the diameter of 20 mm and the outer circle is having the diameter as 30 mm. Okay, so now we want to draw a, a hexagonal pattern, and this hexagonal pattern is 35 degrees from the vertical line. Okay, so we will draw a vertical line as center line. Now we'll draw another center line. So the angle between this line and this line they have given as 35 degrees. I will give this as 35 degrees. And now the distance between this line and this line is 70 mm diagonal distance. So diagonal distance is this. This they have given as 70 mm. So here I have to draw a circle of 35 mm diameter, and that we have to draw a hexagonal of 20 mm distance. First we will draw a circle. We will give the dimension as. So now you have to draw a hexagonal. So for that, go for the option as polygon. So click this polygon options. So for the parameter, like how many sides of polygon you want to make, we have to write the number. So here they have in this drawing diagram they have given six sides, which is hexagon. So we will have already mentioned the six. So else we will write six. And now you have to just select on the center line, drag like this, and like where you want to rest your hexagonal, you have to give the pattern. Okay, so I want so I want like this. First what we'll do is we will press escape and we will draw a construction line. Okay, it will be exactly 90-degree from this construction line. So this we will take as a reference while drawing the hexagon. So now again we will select the polygon, we will give the number of sides as 6, and now I will select the center line, and this cursor line I will just follow from this construction line. And okay, so I will select. Now I have to give the distance between this point and this point. You can simply give the distance between this point as 10, because the double will be 20. So now the next step is we have to give a arc here, and the diameter of that is 50. So you can see there is a option called a center point arc, or a tangent arc, or a 3-point arc. You can use these tools. So now I will select the tangent arc, and this. So now I want to draw a arc on these both sides. So you can what we can do is we can just simply draw on one side. So now we have to draw a arc like this on this side as well as on this side. So for that, what we will do is, like, in this sketch option you will find the option as 3-point arc. So exactly on the side you will see the downward arrow mark showing. If you just hit on that, you will see other different options. So you can draw center point arc, 3 tangent arc, and a 3-point arc. So right now what we will do is I will tell you about 3-point arc. So for that 3-point arc you need at least 3 points. So for that, for 3 points I will just select this point. The second point is this circle. So now if you just hit like this circle is having the curvature of the circle showing inside. So we want it as outward. So like this, we'll just hit, we'll just move your cursor opposite side. So move it anywhere. We can afterwards we can adjust the radius. So I will just select okay and select. So now with the help of smart dimensions, I will give the radius as 3. So now the radius is 50, but now we have to make this arc and this circle tangent. Okay, hit control, hit this circle. Here also we'll try. So if you closely observe, it is already showing that this point is already tangent as well as this. So now your arc has been created. So what we will do is we will just mirror this, taking this line as a reference. We'll get mirror entities. The entities to be mirrored is this arc and mirror about this line and hit OK. So if this both arcs have been created. So the next step is we have to follow the same thing for this. We will sketch option, will select 3-point arc, and now I will select this point and this point, and now direction will be same like this and hit OK. Now we'll give the dimension, and in the design it is mentioned the radius as 160. So if you closely observe, the arc is always showing in radius. So hit and we will write. Now we'll select this, similarly for this. Okay, here also. So now I will mirror this arc on this side. Mirror entities, this. See, your sketch is fully defined, so it is fully black in color, and your sketch is completed now. Now we'll save this. So in this today's session, we have solved 3 exercises. You can download another options from internet and take that as a reference and start drawing. So in the next video, we will look for other commands and other exercises. So thank you for watching the video and do subscribe to our channel. So see you in the next video.